Hey there everybody, welcome back to some more action in Rise of the Tomb Raider. Hey, we're gonna go do the Baba Yaga mission now, after we won this cool new outfit. The freaking crazy Baba Yaga mission from the DLC. Hey, exciting. So, I was thinking back on the last episode we did, and that was another case where I was talking about something, conversing about it, assuming that everyone at home knows what I'm talking about, like it's obvious. And that may not be the case with everyone when it comes to Baba Yaga. So I thought I'd fill in people on what the deal with Baba Yaga is before we get too deep into this. Baba Yaga is the archetypical witch in folklore. Well, she is from Russian folklore, obviously, because we're dealing with Russia stuff here. Ooh, unknown area and the optional tomb. Now, is that to do with the DLC, the Baba Yaga thing, or is that just ancillary?
Lara, I found a radio on one of the invaders you killed. Can you hear me?
Oh, that's the girl who sent us on this
quest. I can monitor the invaders' frequencies from here while I patch myself up. I'll let you know if I hear anything useful.
Nadia, I think her name was? Maybe, I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, Baba Yaga, from Russian folklore, a very classic, like, fairy tale character in Russia, and also very much the archetypical model for, like, the witch in, like, folklore. She's an old lady, an old hag, who can act as like a mentor, fairy godmother type, and she can often act as, like, a villain fighting against the characters in these fairy tales. She is the source of the chicken-legged hut, which is one of those things that you associate with witches. In the legend, she lives in a hut that dances around on chicken legs. I mean, when I played Heroes of Might and Magic 2, and you'd find those witches' huts with chicken legs all over the map, like, that's when I learned, you know, myself. I didn't know anything about Baba Yaga, but you know, I immediately identified that as a thing that witches do, and, you know, years later I found out that's where it's from. It's from the Baba Yaga story. Now, the broomstick does not come from Baba Yaga. She flies on a mortar and pestle, which is a very odd choice of flying mechanism, but whatever. Honestly, the broom is pretty weird too. She doesn't really have a cat either, so I mean, it's not like she led to the European legends about witches and stuff, but she have influenced them definitely, and she's just a very interesting character in Russian folklore, which is, I'm always excited for stories featuring said character. Ah, the Frozen Gorge. Oh, let's go and see what sort of place this is. First, let's have a... Are we gonna get any... Nope. Because this is DLC content, we didn't get a Lord Croft recording or one of Lara's musings. Do we have a new map? No, we don't. We're still in this place here. Chasing Grandpa. Yeah, it is Nadia. Yeah. And Baba Yaga is, like, also, I believe the Russians are very important. She's a very unique character. As you may find if you look up the Wikipedia page, the first modern mention of Baba Yaga is in a Russian grammatical book in 1755. When it was first published, this book, where there's like a list of...
What more can you tell me about the Wicked Vale, Nadia?
My people stay far away from that place. They have for centuries. When the Soviets were here, they tried to build an outpost in the Vale. But they angered Baba Yaga, and she drove them all mad. Grandpa told me all about her. She lives in a magic house that can walk with the legs of a bird.
Oh, there we go. There we get all the trivia we
Do you
needed.
believe all that? The house with the bird legs?
I trust Grandpa. He was in the Gulag when the Soviets took my grandmother into the Vale to help them study the ruins. The witch killed her, and he's never forgotten that.
Oh, well, this got personal.
A witch? Straight out of a Russian folktale? It sounds unlikely.
Just be careful. Something is in the Vale. Nothing good happens in that place.
Can I make this jump? This looks like a really long jump. Well, oh, no, not that way, Lara. Just gonna pick up some speed, but let's go. Yeah, she's mentioned in this book about Russian grammar written in 1755. It's interesting because she appears in a list of other, like, Russian like deities and other, like, mythic figures in an article which compares them to their, like, Roman and Greek contemporaries. But the thing is, Baba Yaga is so unique, she doesn't have a counterpart. That's why she's a kind of a uniquely very Russian, Slavic entity. And cool stories with her. Like I've mentioned before, the Pathfinder Adventure Path Reign of Winter, which happens to be my favorite of Paizo's Pathfinder Adventure Paths, features Baba Yaga heavily. She also appears in general in the Pathfinder setting, seeing as she led to the creation of one of the nations in that country. Apart from that, there's a really... I don't remember the name of the story, but there's a really great Hellboy comic featuring Baba Yaga and another important Russian folklore character, Koschei, the Deathless. So those are two stories I would really recommend checking out. If you can get a Pathfinder game with Reign of Winter, I get like 2 thumbs up. That's, I mean, seriously good adventure, in my opinion. This gorge is beautiful, by the way. I mean, it doesn't, not too frightened yet. I think it's a very lovely place. And if you can find a Hellboy comic, I again recommend strongly. I really like, that's one of the best of Mike Mignola's works. Can't think of any other stories. Voice of God.
Lara, hang on. I'm picking up a transmission. You need to hear this.
Overwatch, come in. We need immediate extraction.
That sounds pleasant.
Shit. What the hell is that? It's walking. How could... What the...
That sounded bad.
Did you hear that? That was the witch.
Something's definitely happening out there. Whatever it is, we'll get to the bottom of it.
Okay, now I am so psyched because he said, what the? It's walking! How? Is there gonna be an actual chicken-legged hut? Is that where we're actually going here? That's the first thing my mind went to. He was encountering a walking bird-legged hut. Oh. My mind would explode if that happened. Like the previous Tomb Raider, the previous installment didn't go super heavy on the supernatural. It went more, I mean, it went pretty heavy on it in the end, but it was still rather tame, even for supernatural standards. And this one's been going pretty tame so far as well. The whole immortality thing is a very, like... Ooh. Almost screwed that up, but then I somehow pulled through. Is there something down here? Nope, nothing. But if we just go straight into a witch with a chicken-legged hut, that's going so deep into the supernatural, it's nuts. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, I can't think of any other like really good stories about Baba Yaga right now off the top of my my hat. All I can say, I simply enjoy reading about like that folklore stuff.
Is there any more sign from Grandpa? Are you still on the path to the Vale?
No, but I'll head back and look soon.
Just take the wooden path along the cliff. It'll lead you right there.
Now that's to guarantee you can get back from here, of course. So now we carry on. It seems I need to get to that one somehow, because I can't attach to this one from here. Oh, it's fine. We'll just cross this right here. Is this gonna fall and I'm gonna have to grab onto that ledge over there? Ha! Oh, I didn't think you could grab there. Oh well. Well, this is just another day in Lara's life at this point. This is all fine. There isn't stuff exploding everywhere around us, so this is all still tame.
No need to go inside the old temple. Head down to the wooden walkway along the cliff. There should be a rope leading to it. That path will take you straight to the Vale.
Oh, but my dear Nadia, you seem to not know who you're talking to. If there's a tomb to be raided, I'm the one for the job, so... This looks a bit bad that they couldn't map out here for this DLC. Like, that we're in the void.
What is that sound?
I can't hear anything. What? It's glowing bird eggs a bit. Oh, it's glowing because of my skill. I know that. Don't worry, guys. I have to say, this sun glowing balefully above this mountain is starting to look a bit creepy, I have to admit. That probably has nothing to do with witches, though. Yeah, why not? Let's do this puzzle. Nadia said not to, but... This is a treasure map? Document and mural locations. Did I miss one mural? Outside, cause... I was really close to one mural up here.
The Wicked Veil isn't far now. Just head down that wooden walkway along the cliff.
Sorry, Nadia, but my treasure hunting interests have been piqued. Oh, that was a survival cache. It wasn't a mural. I was looking at that thing wrong. Okay. Should be a relic along that path, but there should be a document somewhere inside here. Curious. On this side? That's a bit weird. It says it should be like doing these pillars. This is a weird place for... Either we go climbing or then I'm going crazy. Because I was on top of that one there a second ago. It's very weird. Okay, there should be a document here. Oh, there it's right there on the table. What do we got? We learned some
Without
Greek.
this place, this divine sculpture of wind and rock, we would have been lost. The story of the scout who found this place is well known to us all, but most of you do not know how close we came to dying. We were lost in the mountains, no food, no hope. We had begun to doubt the prophet himself, but the scout heard the sound and took it to be a sign. He alone ascended these cliffs, drawn by the music, and from there, he saw our salvation. This is not just a shrine to him and his bravery, but to the strength of our faith.
Okie dokie, that's cool. I guess not much to comment there from my sake. Sorry to say. I just realized that I bet this tomb is in the regular game, because you can totally access this place. And I have a strong suspicion that, you know, you could come here. How does this work again?
There. At least this counterweight still works.
Then what happens? Ooh, I built a bridge up there. Interesting. Now what happens if I try to work this one? Yeah, I bet this is in the regular main game. Like, this is how far you can come.
Damn. The counterweight is stuck.
Ah, so we can't move this yet. That's the puzzle is freeing that counterweight. Alright, I get it. And
I've got to get through that door.
yeah, so this puzzle I bet is in the main game, this tomb, and you're able to come here even without the DLC. And that path we saw there where Nadia was egging us to go down, like, I bet that that's like blocked off in the regular game if you don't have the DLC. Because they talked about a tomb anyway, and that text we read didn't really have anything to do with Baba Yaga. No references to the crone, so I'm going to guess that this is actual main game stuff still. We'll do it real quickly. I'm sure I can solve these puzzles. They ain't so hard now, is they? Oh, this is that document I was looking for. All right, we got it. Let's see, the trail goes... I'm all turned around. I don't know where these two... Have I passed these treasures, or did I actually... Because, okay, there's a camp I've been, so I guess I've made like a loop. So I missed a couple of treasures, I think, on my way. I think is the shape. Yeah, because the path I was coming goes this way. That's as far as I can make out the shape of the map.
They say you never forget the first time you hear the sound. My parents took me here to contemplate the mysteries from beyond the shrine. In time, I will bring my children here. They say that without the music of the mountains, our ancestors would have wandered the earth until they died. But instead, these mountains called them home, just as it calls to me.
Okay, so that was a bit creepy. That was a bit Mountains of Madness, if we're honest. That might have something to do with the Baba Yaga plot. It seems I'm not achieving anything, but then I can see what the game wants me to do is attach this to. Can't attach that one. So we'll just... hey. There we go. And let's see now what happens this time. Okay. Can I, like, climb this? No, I can't. But I can bust this down. I was checking it out previously, if you noticed. That looked like a bustable wall. So I'm guessing I now have to release the lever I've lifted. I'm gonna have to do it anyway so I can leave this tomb, but let's try earlier. See what happens to that counterweight this time. Well, that's right.
That looks better.
Now I remember, because that counterweight was swinging in the wind previously out of control, but now we've tethered it to that thingy, so... what does that help us? Still doesn't look... Still not sure how this is supposed to help me. It's not swinging against that there, but oh, I guess I'll see what happens if I... What happens? Okay, I get it. I'm gonna use this to batter that one, of course. Now I see.
What's this blade?
What blade? What are you talking about, blade? Interesting. Interesting. Well, this... if that was all there was to this tomb, not a very difficult one. Even easier than the ice ship one. Easier than any one in the previous game, I'd say. But that's fine. We're on our way to stop a witch. Possibly, theoretically. So it's not like I have much interest in tombs at the moment. Well, this is an elaborate cliff monastery.
It's a natural formation.
Oh, it's not even a... okay, it's not even a built thing. That's natural. So that must be the music from the mountain the guy was talking about. This giant natural pipe organ. Very cool idea. I like it. First I'm gonna grab this. And then we're gonna see what we have in here. Gonna be another codex. It seems that's the treasure in this game, but what are we gonna get from that codex?
It's a codex. This one is a series of meditations on willpower.
A skill called Inner Strength. Critical injuries are sustained in battle, indicated by the screen turning gray. Health will be automatically restored. This instant regeneration of health will occur only one time per combat encounter and will refresh between encounters. Oh, okay, cool. That's like an extra life, basically, you would almost say. I like it, though. It's a good skill. I guess you need it to listen to these pipe organs to gain the inner strength or something. I don't know what the justification is. It's fine. I guess the book was the justification. How far away would those treasures be? Maybe we'll come back for them. I won't worry about it now. But, what was I gonna say? I forget completely. But hey. Ooh, there's a box right there. That's where the treasure is. That was an awkward place to drop. I was scared I'd drop into the chasm for a second.
Ceremonial cloth worn by priests during mass.
Cool. I like it. a bit tattered, but actually the fact that it's in that good shape is impressive. I'm not gonna get scared by this plank shattering. No siree. Oh, this is another jump that looks like I shouldn't be able to make it. Yeah, that looked fake somehow, like I was being thrust forwards.
There's a small camp here.
Sounds like Grandpa made it that far at least. You're almost into the Vale.
Oh, and thanks for wasting time in that tomb there, Lara. Yeah, sorry, kid. Had to find the voice of God or whatever it was. I really thought you could sit down and rest here. That looks like one of those, but nah, it's just a decorative camp. Ooh, this is... Did Grandpa light those torches, I wonder? Huh. We are now underneath the area we should be going next. But there's a chasm here, which actually is a bit embarrassing. That means this is some impossible geometry. I guess we've gotten flipped and turned upside down. Because there's no... well, I'll be impressed if we go later to this area, follow the road up here, go to this camp, and there's a chasm right here. But I feel this is more a case of impossible geometry right now, which is a bit unfortunate. A necessary evil, I suppose. In video games. Ooh, this is... Okay. Oh.
Nadia, I think I found your wicked veil. I don't know if it's Baba Yaga, but there's something out here.
Be careful. This is her land.
That is creepy. Old school pagan stuff. Yeah, now this map's all changed. So there's this little side area to the left. We've also been flipped around. The freaking north and south has been... Because we were going upwards for a second, now we're going downwards. That's fine, it's fine, it's fine. This is just one of those foibles that if you pay attention to like the game mechanics, you notice these weird little things.
Nadia, my granddaughter. And now you already know. I am going into the Vale to kill the witch, Baba Yaga. I have gone to seek revenge for your grandmother. There are newcomers in our valley, armed men arriving in helicopters. I do not know what they want, but I know if I am to go, this is my last chance. You deserve to know the truth, to know why. Your grandpa is not a wise man. I have become, with hard work, a good man for your grandmother's sake. But it was not always so. I came from the west, where even a small village has thousands of inhabitants. I was a lazy young man, and I dreamed of an easy life when I joined the party. A comfortable desk in a big city. But they sent me here, to the ends of the earth, to watch men and women work and starve and die, to participate in their punishment. I knew it was evil, but I did not know how to fight until I met her.
Wow, really interesting background for Grandpa here, Grandpa Ivan. Yeah, I guess, yeah, she did say that he was already here at the Gulag. I didn't actually realize he was working here, and then he had a change of heart once he realized what goes on at the Gulag. Let's have a quick rest, why don't we? Nope, we did not get an update thingy. Well, we can craft something new out of our equipment. What is it? Alright, a rifle ammo pouch. That's great. I definitely can use that. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, I like it. Oh, I can actually... I forgot to check which one. It's one of the many pouches on my belt, I suppose. But oh, cool. If you get the shotgun shell bandolier, it's just over your chest like that. It looks super badass. I like it. Alright, can I make some arrows? I'm actually full on arrows, I haven't been using very many of them. I don't have the hollow point skill yet, I should maybe get that, and I have to have a point here. Oh, voice acting trivia really quickly. I couldn't find out who voiced Nadia, so I'm not sure who voiced her or who I was thinking of. She just sounded really familiar. There was one really cool voice acting trivia in the game. I mean, like the first game, a lot of voice actors in this game actually happen to be like primarily TV people who just got roped into Tomb Raider for some reason. There was one guy in particular, the voice of Jacob, the guy we've been hanging out with, the rebel leader dude who may or may not be the prophet. He's voiced by a guy called Philip Anthony Rodriguez, who also does a lot of TV stuff, mainly TV, not mainly TV, I don't know, like 60% TV stuff, but he does a fair amount of voice work as well. He's been in various game roles in video games, actually. Not a lot of like TV voices, or actually not a lot of video game voices. One notable that I recognize from recently is in Fallout 4, he voices Sturgis, one of the guys in... I just blanked out. The Minuteman guy who you hang out at the start of the game. The Minuteman dude with the laser rifle, laser musket, sorry. He gives you all the settlement rescue quests, the Minuteman guy. And he's got that team of people at the start of the game who you save. Sturgis is the handyman in that group, so he's voiced by Mr. Anthony Rodriguez. But the important voice role that was like, yo! He is the voice of Jetstream Sam, who was also a Rodriguez, Samuel Rodriguez, in Metal Gear Rising. It was like, yeah! Awesome! Sick voice role there. And apart from that, I don't really recognize any of his roles in TV or video games. But dude, Jetstream Sam's voice actor is in this game, and he's providing a really like muted character compared to Sam. I actually, that's a feather in Mr. Anthony Rodriguez's cap, because Jacob is a very nuanced character here. So far we've encountered him, whereas, let me see, what could I get now? I'll get actually crafting mastery. No, I'll save it one longer, I think. No, I think I'll take the crafting mastery now, because you never know. I think I'm trying to fill up the basic crafting things. I'll get that bullet thing later. It's not that big of a deal. So yeah, like props to Mr. Anthony Rodriguez. His performance as Jetstream Sam, of course, is quite over the top. But no, there's moments of nuance there as well, and he's doing a very good job being a very different kind of character in this game as Jacob. So there's a guy to watch out for, I say. Watch out for his work. Is my opinion. Okay, looks like we are going to somehow... my guess is we're going to loop back somehow here, because I can't figure out how to open this gate right here. So we'll just leave that gate closed, and we'll instead head the way the game wants us to go. Into actual proper Baba Yaga stuff. Forget about this side tube. Oh!
Initial contact was made with the elderly native male at 0700. At first, we believed he was participating in an assault on the facility, but he proceeded away and through an unmapped canyon. We received authorization to pursue at a distance, and already we've encountered ruins and other promising signs. We're trying to keep calm out here, but this looks like a big find. That discovery bonus is as good as ours.
And then his next recording is HQ. I see a hut with chicken legs. I think we just hit the jackpot, as long as nothing goes wrong while we go after this chicken leg hut thing. Ooh, it's a bit flowery. Oh god, I'm gonna die.
There's some sort of pollen drifting in here. Flowers.
Shit, I'm gonna die.
What did you say? What did you say? I can't understand you.
Oh no.
Wrong. My head is spinning and...
Oh no. Oh no. It's too late. This is wrong.
Now this is some serious Far Cry stuff. We've gone from mimicking Uncharted to mimicking Far Cry, because... oh boy.